Breaking news, Bulls fans. It looks like we are about to get Jabari Parker. What is going on, y'all? 5 Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NBA here to talk about NBA free agency and talking about the Bulls who are interested in signing one Jabari Parker. So I probably could have made this video until things were more official. But as of the time that I'm making this video, there's rumblings going on. Very serious rumblings, I should add, that the Bulls are getting closer and closer to offering Jabari Parker a contract, so signing him to a contract, to an offer sheet. And that's important, obviously, because he is a restricted free agent, which means that Milwaukee can match the offer that the Bulls give him. But from everything I'm reading on Twitter and, you know, all of these outlets, by the way, follow me on Twitter, link down below for that, it's that the Bucks will not match, as that the Bucks already have Ersan Ilyasova. They've got other guys at his position, and they are sort of ridden in terms of the fact that they are going to be at the luxury tax, really, and they do not want to pay the luxury tax, so they're not going to match Jabari Parker's contract. So most likely they can even make him an unrestricted free agent by pulling that qualifying offer. So that remains to be seen, okay? But let's just talk about the hypothetical that they don't match and the Bulls got Jabari, okay? So how do I see this for the Bulls from their perspective, from both a short-term and a long-term perspective? Do I like this move or do I not? Let's get right into it. So I'll start off by saying this. Jabari Parker is a very interesting player, and that is because it feels like, folks, it feels like he's been in the league for a while, but he's just 23 years old. He's just played 4 seasons in the NBA, and he was number 2 overall pick, so a very, very high draft pick, if you will, out of Duke. If you remember, he went to the same high school as Derrick Rose, so he is from Chicago. He went to Simeon High School, and like I said, it feels like he's been around forever, but he's just 23 years old. So in terms of youth and in terms of does he fit into the Bulls' rebuilding plan, yeah, he does, especially more than, a over-the-hill Dwayne Wade, a guy like a Justin Holiday, a couple of these other guys that we've taken flyers on, if you know what I mean. You know, these 28, 29, 30-plus-year-old guys. And in that sense, if you look at age and if you look at Jabari Parker, he does fit that. Now, of course, why is Jabari Parker even in a position where his own team doesn't want to match the contract, why they want to let him go? Because when he did come back last season, he was potentially a number 2/3 scoring option on the Bucks. Well, that's because of the injury concerns, okay? And I know this hits home to Bulls fans, like myself and you guys. We've dealt with this a lot. We just signed Zach LaVine, who is coming off an ACL injury, to a 4-year, $78 million deal. So we know what the deal is with these injuries, especially ACL injuries. And Jabari Parker's not only had 1, he's had 2, okay? 2 ACL injuries, folks. 1 is bad enough, but to have 2, I mean, that's just straight bad luck. But props to him. He's been able to come back each time. And last year, averaged just about 12 points a game, but still looked solid, okay? I'm not going to say he was great, but he looked solid, and he can still score the ball now. Can he defend on the other side of the basket? That's a question mark, okay? He is not a very good defender. He's a very questionable defender, if you will. And, of course, with the ACL injuries, the lateral quickness just is not there. So you can't expect that. So at best case, you're just hoping he pans out as like a good team defender. But if you are expecting him to be, locked down on that side, then you're just mistaking yourself. So what is the key in all this? Okay, I've given you some pros with his age. I've given you some cons with his injuries and his defense. Well, to me, this move, again, is all based off of contractually how is it going to look for me to judge if it's a good move or a bad move. Okay, so I am working under the assumption that the Bulls front office is not dumb enough to give Jabari Parker a long-term contract, which is more than 2 years, okay? So if this contract is 2 years or less, then it is leaning towards the side of, okay, this might be a good deal. And then, of course, you have to talk the dollar amount. What is Jabari Parker worth? And what should you offer him? Well, if you want to take a look at another guy like a Julius Randle, who would be a good comparison in terms of age, they're both the same age, even in terms of position maybe, and statistically, Julius Randle, I would take him over Jabari Parker. But just using him as a player comparison, Julius Randle got 2 years and $18 million from the New Orleans Pelicans, okay? So he just got that much. Jabari Parker, I could see him getting anywhere from maybe 8 to 10 million, though I would lean towards the earlier. There were reports out there that the Bulls might offer Jabari Parker like a 1-year, $20 million deal just because they have that much cap space. I guess I don't care if it's a 1-year deal, what they offer him, but good Lord, that seems like a lot. So if it is a 1-year deal and they need to throw 15 million at him, I mean, I don't know why they feel like they need to throw that much, but I guess let's see what the numbers look like. But like I said, that's probably what I would look at if I was evaluating what Jabari Parker is really worth, because if he was an unrestricted free agent, I'm very curious to see. I don't think any team's offering him that much money because you've seen guys with injury concerns get absolutely robbed in free agency, with Isaiah Thomas now coming off that hip injury, signing for the veterans minimum. Boogie Cousins signing for the MLE at just $5 million. So injury concerns are no joke. I know Zach LaVine got the big contract from the Bulls and the Kings, but again, Zach LaVine has had one ACL injury, not two. So maybe that is the big difference here. So with that being said, to me, it is all going to depend on the contract and the years and the money. Like I said, if the length of the contract is 2 years or less, I am fine with this move. You're going to have a starting five at that point of Chris Dunn, Zach LaVine, Jabari Parker, Lauri Markkanen, and Wendell Carter Jr. Please, Bulls, do not play Robin Lopez. I want him to get the hell out of this roster. Please, for the sake of Robin Lopez, trade him to a team that actually he can have a purpose on, okay? So I don't want people to say, oh, Robin Lopez could start. No, Wendell Carter Jr. is going to start. So if you look at that starting five, that's not a bad starting five, honestly. But the positions 2 through 4, we're talking LaVine and Lauri Markkanen and Jabari Parker. That is going to be a revolving door on defense. Wendell Carter Jr. is going to have to cover up a lot of guys blowing by these guys to the basket. He's going to have to be an elite rim protector because the Bulls will be very challenged defensively. Okay, so if you look at that roster, I still do like the fact that everyone on that starting five, if you leave them wide open, they can hit the three. Some guys obviously are much better than the others, like Lauri, for instance. Wendell Carter Jr. can shoot the three. Zach LaVine can shoot the three. Jabari Parker can as well. Chris Dunn is okay, but you get my point. I don't hate this starting five that much, and it's decent. So really, to me, this is a low-risk, high-reward type of pick. Do I think Jabari Parker is going to pan out and turn into a star, even though he's just 23? No, I think the injuries are going to be the main reason for the detriment of that. But at the same time, is it so bad that the Bulls are rolling the dice on a guy like a Jabari Parker, a hometown guy? No, I don't think so. Like I said, if it's a 1 or 2 year deal, I think it is worth a shot because, like I said, if Jabari Parker pans out, great. If he doesn't, oh well, let's get rid of him. Let's waive him. It does not stop, hurt, or, in any way ruin the rebuild. So that is what I think, folks. Let me know what you guys think about the Bulls potentially signing Jabari Parker. Leave a comment down below if you guys agree or disagree. Folks, looking at that lineup, the Bulls are looking like a possible playoff team. What do you guys think about that? Very interesting, because not in the Eastern Conference, I wouldn't say that in the West, but in the Eastern Conference, that starting five looks like a starting five of a playoff team. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Again, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please make sure to subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.